For more than 3,000 years, ancient Egypt stood as one of the most influential civilizations in human history. Beyond the towering pyramids and golden tombs lies another story, one of strategy, innovation, resilience, and ambition. Egypt was not merely a land of deserts and rivers. It was a thriving, expanding empire that shaped the ancient world through diplomacy, conquest, engineering, and culture. Today, we journey through the rise of Egyptian power, from the early unification of the Nile Valley, to the military campaigns of warrior pharaohs, to the economic networks that stretched across continents, and the cultural force that defined an entire civilization. This is a story of how the ancient Egyptians built and grew an empire that would endure for millennia. 1. The foundation, geography, and the Nile. Every empire has a foundation. For Egypt, it began with one essential lifeline, the Nile River. The Nile was more than water. It was order amid chaos. Every year, its predictable flood enriched the soil, creating a landscape capable of supporting dense populations, organized labor, and surplus production. Those surpluses fueled everything that would follow: trade, public works, and eventually imperial expansion. To the east and west stretched vast deserts. To the north, the Mediterranean. To the south, cataracts that guarded the river. These natural barriers protected Egypt from many outside threats, allowing early rulers to focus not on constant survival, but on building. A secure homeland gave Egypt something rare in the ancient world: stability. Stability made possible the rise of a powerful centralized state. 2. Uniting the two lands. Around 3100 BCE, a leader, often called Narmer or Menes, united Upper and Lower Egypt. This act of unification wasn't merely symbolic. It created a shared identity, the two lands, a centralized government, coordinated control of agriculture and labor. By linking the northern delta with the southern valley, early pharaohs secured continuous control of the Nile's resources. This united Egypt became capable of organizing massive projects: irrigation systems, roads, storage facilities, and later, pyramids. An empire begins not with conquest abroad, but with cohesion at home. 3. Bureaucracy, the engine of empire. As Egypt grew, it developed one of the world's most sophisticated ancient bureaucracies. The pharaoh was the supreme authority, believed to be a divine intermediary. Below him stood a hierarchy that kept the vast state running: viziers who oversaw law and administration, nomarchs or regional governors, scribes, the backbone of record-keeping, tax collectors, ensuring grain flowed into state granaries, engineers managing irrigation and construction. This well-organized system meant Egypt could mobilize tens of thousands of workers, redistribute food during famine, coordinate long-distance projects, and efficiently support a standing army. A strong administrative network allowed Egypt not only to survive, but to extend control beyond its borders. Point 4. Monumental construction as statecraft. Imperial power isn't just wielded, it's displayed. The Old Kingdom pharaohs used construction to project authority. The pyramids were not simply tombs. They were symbols of centralized power, engineering mastery, and divine kingship. To build them, the state organized massive labor forces, quarried and transported stone across hundreds of miles, developed advanced logistics. These projects trained Egypt's workforce, demonstrating what coordinated national labor could achieve. Later, in the Middle and New Kingdoms, monumental temples like Karnak and Luxor serve as both religious centers and political statements. They reinforce the pharaoh's legitimacy and showcase the empire's wealth. Through architecture, Egypt sent a message: this is a civilization capable of greatness. Greatness attracts loyalty and deters enemies. 5. Trade networks and economic power. Long before Egypt set its sights on conquest, it grew through trade. The Nile acted as a natural highway. Boats could travel from the Mediterranean deep into Africa. Over time, Egyptian trade extended to Punt, likely in the Horn of Africa, for incense and exotic goods, Levantine cities for timber, wine, and luxury materials, Nubia for gold, ivory, and livestock, Sinai for copper and turquoise, the Aegean for pottery, olive oil, and finished goods. Trade did more than enrich Egypt. It established diplomatic ties, introduced new technologies, and helped Egypt understand foreign cultures and resources, knowledge that later enabled military expansion. Economic strength created a foundation on which imperial ambition could grow. 6. The Middle Kingdom. Expansion begins. After a period of decentralization, Egypt reunited under the Middle Kingdom around 2050 BCE. These pharaohs began a new phase, territorial expansion. They pushed into Nubia, establishing forts along the Nile to secure gold mines, the backbone of Egypt's wealth. Gold financed temples, bureaucracy, and military campaigns. The Middle Kingdom also strengthened trade, built canals, and created fertile lands through irrigation. Stability returned, and with it, the desire to control strategic frontiers. Egypt was now a regional power, but soon it would become an empire. 7. Hyksos invasion and a new military age. Around 1650 BCE, foreign rulers known as the Hyksos established control in northern Egypt. Rather than collapsing completely, Egypt adapted. The Hyksos introduced the horse-drawn chariot, composite bows, new military technologies. When native Egyptian rulers in Thebes eventually expelled the Hyksos around 1550 BCE, they emerged stronger and more determined. They realized something crucial. Security required expansion. Egypt could no longer remain isolated. If it did not control its borders, others would. This was the birth of the Egyptian Empire. 8. The New Kingdom, Egypt's imperial height. The New Kingdom, 1550 to 1070 BCE, marked Egypt's rise as a true superpower. Through diplomacy, conquest, and administration, it expanded further than ever. Ahmose I almost expelled the Hyksos and stabilized the kingdom. His victories became the blueprint for imperial policy. Control the borders, secure trade routes, and protect Egypt's heartland. Thutmose I in expansion south. He pushed deep into Nubia, establishing new administrative centers. Nubia's gold became the lifeblood of Egypt's international power. Thutmose III, the Napoleon of Egypt, often called Egypt's greatest military leader. Thutmose III led 17 campaigns into Levant. He defeated coalitions of Canaanite cities and extended Egyptian influence to the borders of the Euphrates. He created vassal states, a network of client kings, tribute systems bringing wealth to Thebes. Through him, Egypt became the supreme power of the Near East. Queen Hatshepsut, expansion through trade and diplomacy. Before Thutmose III ruled alone, Hatshepsut served as pharaoh. She focused not on conquest, but on rebuilding wealth. Her expedition to Punt re-established long-distance trade and reinforced Egypt's economic strength. Amenhotep III and diplomacy. Under Amenhotep III, Egypt was so wealthy and respected that diplomacy replaced warfare. Through treaties and royal marriages, he maintained peace with the great powers, Mitanni, Babylon, and Hutti. It was a golden age where culture, art, and architecture flourished as never before. Ramses II and the Battle of Kadesh. Ramses II sought to reaffirm Egypt's military prestige. At Kadesh, he faced the Hittites in one of the largest chariot battles ever fought. The result was a stalemate, but it led to one of history's first recorded peace treaties. Under his rule, monumental construction reached new heights: Abu Simbel, the Ramesseum, and expansions at Karnak. Such displays reinforced Egypt's image as a global power. 9. Culture as a tool of empire. Egyptian culture. Its writing, religion, art, and language spread to the regions it controlled. Egyptian gods merged with local deities. Egyptian writing influenced diplomatic correspondence. Vassal states adopted Egyptian dress, pottery styles, and administrative practices. Culture became a silent empire of its own, expanding Egypt's influence without armies. By exporting identity, Egypt strengthened loyalty and political ties. And so, as we reach the end of our journey through ancient Egypt, we're reminded of just how extraordinary the civilization truly was. For thousands of years, its people engineered monumental architecture, mastered the rhythms of the Nile, built complex governments, and extended their influence across continents. Their innovations in writing, mathematics, medicine, leadership, and art didn't simply shape the ancient world. They became the foundation for civilizations that followed. Egypt wasn't just a kingdom of pharaohs and pyramids. It was a society that understood the power of organization, the value of stability, and the importance of legacy. Their monuments still stand as a testament to human ambition, creativity, and determination. And their culture continues to captivate us, reminding us that history isn't just a story of the past. It's a dialogue between who we were and who we are becoming. The Egyptians believed that to speak the name of something was to keep it alive forever. And in a way, every time we study their achievements, explore their ruins, or even just admire their art, we keep their world alive for another generation. And who knows, maybe someday archaeologists will dig up our ruins and ask, why did these people build refrigerators big enough to walk into? And what exactly was a microwavable burrito offering to the gods? The Egyptians left behind pyramids. We'll be leaving behind junk drawers and expired coupons. Seems fair. Thank you for joining this journey through the rise, brilliance, and lasting legacy of ancient Egypt. Until next time, may your path be as steady as the Nile, and your curiosity as timeless as the pyramids themselves.